mantra for you today. This one is lovely and it's short, sweet, and to the point. I find those to be, for me, some of the most powerful ones. So don't think I'm sounding bossy here when I start today's mantra, just a heads up. It says, don't wait. Life goes faster than you think. Don't wait. Life goes faster than you think. What is it that you're waiting on? Waiting for just the right moment, the right time in life, the right age, the right wherever place. Don't wait. So I didn't want to be bossy, but I thought it was a really good, powerful message. Don't wait. Life goes faster than you think. And at the ripe old age of 48 now, I can really say in my upper 40s, I can agree and from experience. So again, another Blonde Revolution class. I'm so excited to be here with y'all today. Do your best, be kind, be gentle, and just as kind as you are to me. And I'm going to give it right back to you, friends. All right, with that, we're going to start getting right into our body. So would you kindly put your beautiful selves into child's pose? Now, if that works for you, great. I'm going to give you two options. As we come down onto the knees, your knees can come together, sit to your heels, and simply bring your third eye to the mat. The other option is a different foundation, big toes to touch. Take your knees wide. That's another option. Try that one if that one feels better. And then you'll just nestle your rib cage right in between the inner thighs, friends. And then just start to take a few moments as you settle in. Your third eye will come to the mat. You could also rest your third eye region on a block if that's more appropriate for your body. And we're going to worry about nothing, but we are going to work hard today to spread some love within ourselves, communities, within our homes. And that is going to be done through the breath and just holding true to today's mantra. We don't want to wait. We want to embrace the moment. We want to live in the right now. Now, if you can extend your arms out far from the body, arms will come straight. You'll feel the elbows floating away from the mat. Palms are going to be about shoulder distance. Spread your fingers wide. And then really start to press your palms deeply into the earth. You're going to feel your upper and outer regions of the back, known as the lats. Those are going to turn on. And then if you can, take your triceps, spin them inward and up toward the sky. You're going to really feel the shoulders engage here. And just start that deep Ujjayi breath in through the nose and out through the nose. And as you press your palms into the mat, engage your palms to press the mat away from you. This will take your sit bones a little closer to your heels. Shoulders soft away from the ears. And really engaging a deep, slow, and intentional Ujjayi breath. In through the nose, out through the nose. As you take your next inhalation, slowly walk your hands over to the right edge of the mat. You might even find the arms going beyond the right edge, just depending on what's comfortable for your body. Settle back in, third eye connects to the earth, pressing your palms deeply into the mat. Spin your triceps in and up. And then exhale, hug your left hip back just a little more, stretching the left side body. You'll feel this from the hips all the way through the left side waist, through the underarm, shoulder, triceps, forearm, and even into the spreading in the space between the fingers, this entire upper body getting a great stretch here. Inhale through the nose, walk your hands across center, take it over to the left side of the mat. Maybe beyond, see what feels appropriate for your body. Settle back in. Hug your right hip back just a bit more. Pressing your palms in, engaging the entire upper body. All the cells, all the bones, all the muscles working as one. Breathing into your right waist, your right ribs, shoulder. And then inhale, come back to center, friends. Let your elbows come down to the mat. Bring your palms to prayer, thumbs facing the sky. Inhale, bend through your elbows and allow your thumbs to rest between your shoulder blades. This will stretch your triceps and your shoulders. Each exhalation, enabling your underarms to come just a little closer to the earth, enabling the heart to lower down as well. Breathe into the stretch. Keep your face nice and soft. Good. And then release your arms. Draw your elbows back to the knees. Take a few more breaths here, breathing deeply and slowly in through the nose and out through the nose, breathing into your shoulders, your upper body. And then blink your eyes to open if they're not already, coming right up into table pose. On your hands and knees, friends, spread your fingers wide. Grip the mat with all 10 fingers and start some deep and slow rotations of the hips. Now, just a nice, deep, long breath to match the movement. And you're going to feel yourself getting into the hips, especially. Feel free to press the floor away from you. You might even take a brief cow shape, a brief cat shape. We'll get into all that other postures, organized postures, that is, but just some organic movement to feel into your body today. Feel free to sway your hips from side to side, even changing directions of your rotation at this point. I'm finding it nice and easy to breathe into the upper body today. We tend to carry a lot of stress as we move through a new year, a new season of life, and it's very important that we keep those things in mind as the seasons change, as we change, as time goes by. And then come back to center, friends. A nice neutral spine. Sway your entire body from right to left, from left to right. Breathe into your wrists. So just engaging the fingers as much or as gently as you'd like. Grip the mat if you can with all 10 fingers. I want you to really feel the weight distributing through all 10 fingers as much as is through the heels of the hands. It's very common and very simple. Doesn't take much mindfulness to place all the weight between the thumb and the pinky finger toward the back of our palm. But it does take a bit more mindfulness to engage your entire body to distribute the weight evenly. Come back to center here. Inhale, lower the belly. Find that arch in the spine. Gaze skyward as you come into cow shape. Nice, soft through the face. Exhale through the nose. Chin to chest, round through the spine for cat. Inhale once again. Glide your heart through your biceps. Eyes can be open or closed for cow. Check in with your breath. Exhale, round your spine. Press the floor away as you find cat. Take a few more rounds of cat-cow. Very easy, once again, to transfer most or all of the weight into the heels of our hands. See if you can be mindful, pressing through the tips of your fingers just as much as the heels. Good. Give me one more cat, one more cow. Good. And then from here, come back to a neutral spine. Right where your palms are, friends, place your elbows there. So coming down onto the forearms, your elbows will be stacked right underneath the shoulders. You can press your palms, your fingertips into the mat, and then simply step back one leg, tuck the toes, then the other. Come into forearm plank. Your option here will be to lower the knees onto the mat as well. So forearms, knees, and toes. For some of us, it'll be just the toes and the forearms. Just holding plank for a few moments, breathing into your shoulders as you press firmly into your forearms to press the floor away. Good. Exhale, knees come back to the mat. Slide yourself back, come into child's pose with your knees together. Now, especially if you had your knees splayed far apart. Initially, in our first child's pose, just notice how this might differ or notice any varying sensations through the body. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Just take a few moments here, stillness. Sitting onto the heels, stretching the ankles, tops of the feet, your knees, your hips and glutes. And then from here, friends, come back up right into table pose. We're going to come right into some balance work. So from table, inhale, reach your right hand out to about shoulder height, if that feels all right. I like to keep my gaze down to the mat here. Extend your left leg back. Your heel will reach for the back wall. Tuck your toes. And if it feels all right, engage your left glute. Squeeze the glute. That's going to lift the heel just so it's about hip height. So a straight line from right fingertips to your left heel. And then exhale, release yourself back down to table pose. Keep your hips nice and even. Inhale, other side, left hand, and then right heel. Toes may never leave the ground. That's also fine. Or engage your right glute, pressing firmly through the right palm and your left shin. Exhale, come back down to table pose. Inhale, rotating right arm, left leg. Exhale, come down to table. Inhale, left arm, right leg. So take a few more breaths, rotating from side to side, just checking in with your balance today. Some days, friends, you know, our balance is on point. Some days your balance can be way off. I have been, you know, you all know already, I've been dealing with vertigo symptoms probably since, I think it was about 2019 when I was hospitalized. And it was wild. And, you know, it's come back. I've been able to continue driving and to work through these types of balance postures, but it's a very humbling experience to be a teacher of balance and then you don't have any, right? So that is something that I feel I've been granted as a way to just move through teaching, move through my days, move through life as a yoga teacher, right? That label I live with. And it's also really important to share these stories because we all struggle to find balance on the mat, off the mat. And so give me one more round, just finding your balance, finding your length, and knowing it's all going to be okay. From table pose, as you come back down, tuck your toes. Inhale, lift your sit bones high. And then exhale, send your heels toward the mat. Come into down dog. Now, your down dog today might be table pose. That's fine. Go ahead and walk your dog. Now, really work hard to press into not only the heels of the hands, but be mindful. Use your 10 fingertips as well. Grip the mat. And now press your belly a little closer to your thighs. Breathe into your shoulders. Heavy through your heels. You might even keep your knees bent. Check in with your body. Notice how it feels. Your breath might be a bit more labored, a bit more shallow. That's also fine. From here, inhale, ripple your spine from bottom to top. Come right into plank pose. Find length from head to heels. Good. Exhale, right back into down dog. Take a few more rounds. Inhaling, finding plank. Exhaling to dog. Remember, this might be knees on the mat the whole time. So I'm going to demo inhaling to plank and exhaling to table or down dog. Inhaling to plank, exhaling to down dog. Give me one more round. Inhale, finding plank, and exhaling back to down dog. Inhale, next, walk your feet up to your hands. So you're going to come toward the front of your yoga mat. Feet will be hips distance. Use your blocks if you'd like to rest your hands on them or catch opposite elbows for ragdoll. Ragdoll giving us this time, giving us this space to breathe, create space between the shoulders and the ears. Feel free to stay centered or find that slow, gentle swaying motion of the body. I often liken the movement to that of a plant in the ocean. No agenda, no cares, just fluid movement. Gravity taking over, friends, doing all the work to decompress your spine. Long, calm inhalation, deep exhalation through the nose. And then as you find your next exhalation, release your palms, let them hang heavy. And then inhale, nice flat back, engage your back body, reach wide, come all the way up. Tone your belly, draw it in, reach to the sky. And exhale, palms to heart center. Beautiful, just a few breaths. Eyes can be closed, eyes can be down. Soft gaze toward the earth, just taking in your mantra from today where it said, don't wait. Basically, live your life now. Life is short. And so, however you've shown up to your mat today, a little dizzy like me, a little older like me, or just come as you are. This is exactly where you need to be. Those of you searching for solutions, for answers, fixes for conflict, concerns, always come back to your breath. On your next inhalation, circle your arms to the sky. Beautiful, friends. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees if you'd like, or keep your legs rather straight for a deeper stretch. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palms to the mat. Step back, find your variation of plank pose that works best for your body. Once in plank, shift your weight slightly forward to your tippy toes. Inhale, and then exhale, chaturanga. Slow on the descend. Inhale into cobra shape. And then exhale, coming right back into down dog. Walk your feet just a tad closer to the hands, just a few inches. And now take your feet the width of your mat. So down dog variation, you're gonna then press your belly a little closer to your thighs. Feet are wide here. We're gonna come right into a nice twist. So right hand is gonna take hold of your outer left shin or your outer left ankle. Inhale, bend your right elbow, twist left. Think about hugging your right ribs toward your thighs and then pulling your right ribs to the left side of your mat. Take your gaze to your left underarm, maybe even to the ceiling. Just gazing just beyond your left shoulder. Breathe into your outer left IT band, down the left outside line of the body, the leg. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Return your right palm, give your hips a little shimmy, just a little shake to neutralize your spine. As you feel ready, re-engage, press your belly to thighs. Inhale, left palm comes to the outer right shin or ankle. Exhale here, start to bend your left elbow, twisting to the right. Think of hugging your left ribs through your right arm and thigh. Gazing to the ceiling, looking at your underarm or beyond to the sky. Breathe into your twist. You'll feel a nice stretch through the upper back and the left side especially, and you'll feel this down the right outside line of your hip, glute, and leg, the IT band. Inhale, come back to center. And now walk your hands back to your feet. Put a decent bend in your knees. Press your hands into your thighs and slowly roll up. Stack your vertebra one at a time, one on top of the next, friends. Head and neck will stack. Take a few moments here. Feet are still wide. Inhale, shrug your shoulders to the ears. Exhale, down and back, maybe even slowing it down. Just taking a few shoulder rolls. As long as that feels good for your body. We spent some time upside down, and now I want you to think about letting the shoulders relax. Gravity, again, being our friend, relaxing the shoulders down away from the ears. Take a moment, right ear to right shoulder. Let your left hand visit your low back. Right arm is just hanging heavy. And then just trace a crescent moon shape along the right side, stretching your left neck. Shin will come to chest, then right ear to right shoulder, and then send it back. And then back forward. Breathe into your left jaw. Breathe into your left shoulder, the left side of your neck. We are not looking for perfection. I just want you to feel progress and in the stretch in this moment. Deep breath in through the nose and deep breath out. Great, friends. Release your left arm. Take a full rotation. Once you visit the left side, allow your chin to come to chest and then send your left ear to the left shoulder. So just visiting the other side. Breathe into any resistance. Stay calm. And just welcome it, just like you would a friend coming in for tea. Right palm coming to visit the low back. Exhale. You might even think of your inhale as breathing in through a straw. It's letting the prana travel through the entire body to nourish, to heal, to create space. And then exhaling through the nose and just feeling the benefits. Start to trace your crescent moon shape. Take your head back, take your chin to your chest, just tracing that left side. Notice how this side feels different from the other without judgment, just noticing. It's always important to practice that witness role. Notice any compensations. If there's extra tightness in the right side, you might be clenching the jaw. And then release your right arm. Take a full rotation in the opposing direction you did the other time. And then hover in any spaces that feel you need a little extra TLC. Maybe take one more trip around, maybe changing direction. And as you bring your head to neutral, when you're ready, inhale, shrug your shoulders all the way up to the ears. Shrug, 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 hold at the top. And a big sigh to release through the mouth. Let your shoulders come down. Really great job, friends. Come to center of your mat, won't you? Please join me. It's like a party. Come right to the center of your mat. And then bring your big toes to touch if you can. Spread your toes wide. You might even have your heels a little further away from each other than the big toes. Good. On your next inhalation, take steeple grip. So interlace your fingers. Allow your forefinger to extend. When I was a kid, they called it your pointer finger. You. Inhale. Reach your forefingers to the sky. And then engage your glutes. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Reach for the back wall where the ceiling meets the wall. Maybe just trace a line. You might even gaze to your thumbs here. And then inhale, come all the way back up. Give me one more. Engage your glutes, your low body. Exhale, find your gentle back bend. Don't strain here. I want this to feel empowering. Inhale back to upright. And then give me one more, maybe going a little deeper. Shift your hips forward. Lift your heart to the sky. And find your back bend. Inhale back to center. Exhale, release your arms. Good. Just take a moment, re-engage as you desire, as needed, as necessary. Re-engage your feet, re-engage your inner thighs, your glutes, engage your steeple grip once again. Exhale here, shoulders relaxed. Inhale, reach up to the sky. And now exhale, reach over to the right. So coming right into a static hold. Doesn't need to be deep, but can be. Each inhale, lengthen your left waist. Each exhale, hinging a little deeper into that right direction. Good. Inhale and exhale. And now stay where you're at. Take your thumbs, reach for the back right corner of your yoga mat. Good. Inhale back up to center. Exhale through your nose, release your arms. Very important. We don't want to stress out that neck area. Another roll or two of the shoulders. If your body is like me, today it's thinking, okay, we partied yesterday. What are we going to do today? What is she throwing at me? Get ready, friends. Engage your inner thighs. Grip the mat with your toes. Extend your forefinger again. Find your steeple grip. Inhale here. And then exhale, reach to the left. Take your time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen that side bend. Take your time to find your deepest expression. I will always give you plenty of time in yoga. You know that. No need to rush. Now use your left oblique, side of the waist, come all the way up. Feel your body lifting. And then exhale, find your back bend once again. Engage your glutes here. Really squeeze your glutes to protect your low back. Inhale back to upright. And exhale, release. Really, really nice. Excellent. Feet wide on the mat. Soft through your knees. Let's relax those arms. We'll come to our twisting. Now, this is a great way, as we know, to really wring out the spine. This is why we do it, mostly, friends, for the spine, but I also want you to feel that relaxation through the neck, through the shoulders, and allow that sense of kindness, that sense of peace, just to trickle down through the elbow joints, through the forearms, through the wrists, through 10 fingers, and just sprinkle it all around your space. Just letting it sprinkle, just like beautiful fairy dust, through the fingertips. Kindness, love, peace, and balance. And then come back to find your center. Take your time, no rush. The arms will stop much, much earlier than the body. As you come to center, breathing through these beautiful vibrations. Notice the tingling of the fingers, the arms. And find yourself with a big sigh. One more time, we'll shrug the shoulders. Inhale, shrug. Hold your breath in at the top. And a big sigh to release. Excellent. Now we're all standing. Very good. Very good, yoga teacher. You identified that. Find a wall. Any wall. You could use a railing on the stairs. You could use the back of a couch. And I just want you to stand, even if it means you go off camera, just so you can hear me. I'm going to ask you to place your palms on a wall or solid surface, if you can, even with the shoulder height. And then just simply step away from the wall or whatever you're using, and then hinge forward. So this is almost like doing down dog, but this is a much friendlier version for those of you that have wrist pain. I told you I will incorporate those kinds of things into our classes so that you can recover, you can modify as needed. And this is a great way, friends, if you're ever at the office and you need to get into your body and you really only have a few moments, you can't get into down dog, this is a great way to do it. Let your heart, let your underarms be heavy. Exhale. Feel free to bend your knees like I'm demoing. That's going to take the stretch out of the low back, out of the hamstrings. And then inhale, come all the way back up, look to the wall that your hands are on, and then just walk back toward it. Excellent. Release and shake it out. And even if you used a desk or if you found something wasn't working well, then by all means, make a change next time. But I threw that one at you like a curveball, so don't be mad at me. All right, come back to your mat. Feet hips distance, soften your knees. Really important here, you're soft in your knees. I want to open up the chest and the heart space just a little more. Now, again, if you're dizzy like I've been today, I am going to take the inversion because I feel well enough. But if you find that going upside down doesn't work, stay upright, please. Inhale. You're going to interlace your fingers behind your back. Keep your elbows bent the whole time if you'd like. Exhale. Squeeze your shoulder blades, your elbows together. Start to broaden your heart space. Now, inhale, play with this. See if you can now reach down toward your heels. Maybe you're straightening the arms. And now you can lift your heart to the ceiling. Squeeze your glutes. Feel the length. So we started with the width of the heart space. We also started with the length of the front body. Now, stay here if you'd like. Continue to shift your hips forward to go deeper. Or here comes the inversion option. Exhale, hinge forward. Legs can stay straight or bent, just depending on how much stretch you want. Lowering your head will allow you to lift your knuckles toward the ceiling. You'll gaze between your knees at the wall behind you, or you might even take your gaze toward your navel. And now all of a sudden the knuckles are reaching, and they might start to slowly work their way toward the earth. Breathe into your shoulders. Breathe into your back body. This is a great heart opener, friends. Now, final option, you could either stay as you are or inhale, bend your right knee, and then start to open your heart toward the left wall of your space and now the sky. So reach your knuckles over to the right wall. Your left leg is straight. Your right knee is bent generously. And then inhale, come back to center. And then exhale, other side. So your knuckles will reach to the left wall. You'll shine your heart to the sky. Bend your left knee only. Keep your right leg straight. You'll also feel that once again in the IT band region of the right body. Inhale, come back to center. And then exhale, release your arms to hang heavy. Yes and no motions with your head and neck. Open the jaw. Deep inhale, deep release. And now bend through your knees. Continue to let your arms just hang. Take your time here and slowly come all the way up. You'll feel a nice stretch and a challenge to work and strengthen your back body. The head and neck will stack. Take your time. And then slowly blink your eyes to open. Shake your fingers. Roll your wrists. You might even want to get a drink here. We've done some upside down. It's good to replenish your body. And now just engage your interlacing in front of the body when you're done drinking or whatever you're doing. And just roll your wrists. I want you to really feel some organic movement in the upper body. We've worked hard to release the shoulders, to release the upper body. We often carry stress there. And we did all that because it's time for our balancing section. And I want you to have fun with it, okay? Bring your blocks out from their hiding space, if you would. And we're gonna bring our blocks. They're gonna be toward the front of our mat, and they're gonna be on the tallest setting right underneath your shoulders. So if you were to bend over, halfway lift, right where they would be. So a little narrower than the width of the mat. So again, right underneath your shoulders. If you bend forward, this is a great test. Just bring your hands to your blocks. Okay, they are there. We're gonna come into half moon, but first, we're gonna do a quad stretch. Now, options, just reminder, half moon, we're gonna open up to the left side of this space, and this is half moon. Remember this one? We are gonna come into it today, only if you want to. There's an option to bind the left hand to the left leg, and it'll look like this. And I just wanna show you this before we come into it. If that does not look possible for you, how about you take that first option with the leg extended? Okay, right foot's our base. Inhale, stand tall, engage your legs together. I want you to feel as though your body is in water and you're moving, just like a seesaw, as stiff as a plank. On your inhalation, left hand to the hip, right hand is gonna reach forward. Exhale, relax your shoulders. I'm changing it up as we get into it just a bit. On your next breath, bend your left knee, catch your foot. This is gonna be your quad stretch option. On your next breath, open up your hips to the left side of your space, kick into your left hand, and start to hinge forward. Now, if you're not taking the bind, that's fine. Your right hand will come to block regardless. And then extend your left leg back for those of you not taking the bind. And those of you that have the bind, start to kick into your left hand even more, creating that back bend variation. Your heel may go away from your sit bones. And then inhale, press off your block, slowly come up and release your foot. Beautiful, shake it out, breathe. That one will get your heart rate elevated and you'll have great balance. So do what works for you. Remember, I offer these little variations. It's just a way to spice it up. It is fun to play. Think of this as playtime, adult playtime. It's just much calmer than if you're at a daycare center, right? At least I'm calm. Are you? I hope you are. Y'all look calm today. All right, friends. Inhale, engage your legs together, stand tall, broad through the heart. And then exhale, bend through the right knee, catching your right foot or ankle. Stay here if you'd like. You don't even need to do your half moon. Extend your left arm out, open your hips to the right, and then start to hinge. Nice and slow, grip your mat with your toes. And I like to just follow my hand down, find your block, and I'll just gaze at my block and extend your right leg back if it's unbound. And if you have the bind, start to kick into your right foot, or right hand rather, and start to arch your spine. Very slight, slow movement. Keep breathing. And then slowly find your way back to upright and release. Really great. Great, great, great job. I'm really impressed with your balance today, friends. Really nice. Shake out the arms. Would you shake out the legs with me? Breathe. We really concentrate and we tense our bodies. It's called being a human. It's okay. I'm not going to throw anybody out. We're all human, part of it. But I do intend on challenging you. So don't be surprised when I challenge you. Okay, warrior three. We're coming right into it. Feel free to keep your blocks here. Warrior three can start here and simply look like this by extending the leg. That is going to be an option. So whatever feels best. Don't use the blocks if you want to challenge your balance more. Use a wall if you want another option. Okay, from here, inhale, palms to heart center. Our right foot is our base. Flex your left foot, draw your toenails toward your shin. And now as you exhale, think of yourself as a seesaw from head to left heel. The more you hinge forward, the higher that heel goes. And some of you might keep your left toes on the ground. Some of you might come parallel from head to heel to the earth. Breathing. Hands may come to blocks at any time. I want to show you that option. Or you'll keep your palms to heart center. Now, if you've been doing this posture a while, join me if you'd like. Inhale and reach your arms overhead. So you're making that lever a bit longer, challenging your core, challenging to keep your hips steady and even. Inhale, left foot meets right. Come to stand. And exhale down. Really nice. Really good. That one was hard for me today. I think that one was harder than half moon. So I'm hoping you're right there with me. Especially talking. Like, I never get used to teaching and talking when I'm doing these postures. When I'm not teaching, I feel like I should be when I'm practicing. So it's a mind trip no matter who you are and what your role is in life. Engage your inner thighs, draw your belly in, relax your shoulders. Good. Palms to heart center or hands right to blocks. Inhale tall. Left foot stays where it is. Exhale. Start to hinge forward. Remember, I would like you to feel strong and I want you to feel confident. So stay at this angle if you'd like, or take it all the way to parallel. Your hands may come to blocks at any time. I'll demo with my hands on blocks for you, friends. And as I get stronger, what you may want to do, taking your palms from heart center, you might take one, like I'm demoing here, and maybe replace that hand on the left block, and then the right hand comes to heart center. It's something to play with. Otherwise, bring your palms to heart center, extend them overhead. If you did on the first side, check in. Spin your right inner thigh inward and up to the sky. Inhale, right foot meets left. Woo. And exhale down. That was a long hold. You did great. You did a really great job. And friends, we're done. We're done with the balance. Isn't that great? Well, I lied. Keep one block. Maybe this is considered a balance. I don't know. I like to think of it as coming out of my balance section. We're coming into Malasana. So garland pose, our yogi squat. Might want to set your block up at the center of your mat. You're going to step over the block. The block is going to be right underneath my sit bones. And I'm going to turn my feet. So you'll see my toes go from straight, balls of the feet and toes come off the mat about 45 degrees. This nice broad base will be your friend, I promise. Bring your palms to heart center. Inhale and engage your inner thighs, your outer thighs and your glutes. Inhale tall. Exhale, come down about halfway. Think sumo squat and see how that feels. If you want to go deeper, maybe 3/4 of the way, or come all the way down and sit on your block. If your block can't hold you, then don't sit on it. Inhale tall here. Press your knees back. I want that stretch right where I'm tracing. That's where I want you to feel it. Now from here, we're going to take our left fingertips, reach them beyond our leg, press your forearm into the inner left thigh. And if you can, reach your right hand up, follow the thumb with your gaze. And then inhale, come right back to center. Beautiful. And then exhale, other side. Right forearm presses in. Feel your both knees pressing back. Feel the stretch in your inner thighs, your low back. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, come all the way up. Woohoo! Yes. Hands to hips, some rotation. We will go back into garland pose one more time. Give yourself this time to neutralize your spine. And I know it's typical that we think, what I couldn't do. How about what you just did, right? What went well? What do you want to learn from, right? It's a chance to grow. Make sure you've changed directions if you haven't already. Just swaying the hips briefly from side to side. We're going to come into garland pose one more time with the block. This time I will demo without the block. So feel free to remove yours, but please, please, if you're new to the practice or the pose, keep it there. It's totally fine. And just for record, I think it took me about 3 years to remove the block confidently. Inhale, standing up tall. Exhale, imagine your back is against a wall behind you. Come down halfway, maybe 3/4, maybe all the way down. If you come all the way down, slide your elbows to your inner thighs, press your palms firmly together, and help your knees reach your back wall, long through your spine. Looking great, everyone. Inhale here. And then exhale, bring your palms down under the shoulders, sit bones, reach up to the sky. Take a wide stance here. My feet are actually wider than my yoga mat. Walk your hands back to make a straight line with your feet or hands to blocks. Hug your elbows in. And now walk your heart through your inner thighs, pressing firmly through the feet, through the palms, and stretching your hamstrings. Shoulders likely crowding the ears, so draw your shoulders away from the ears. Good. Inhale, come all the way back up, arch a halfway lift. Hands can be on your mat or blocks right underneath your shoulders. We'll take one more twist, friends. So left hand to the center of your mat, and then inhale, twist right. Reach your right hand to the sky. Breathe into your left inner thigh. Feel your thoracic spine twisting and rotating open. Stay long in your spine. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, left arm will reach up, twist left. Breathe into your inner right thigh. Really nice. Come back to center. Palms underneath your shoulders. Place your peace sign fingers right into your hip creases. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and inhale, nice flat back, come all the way up. And exhale, release, toe heel your feet together. And you did a great job. We are officially done with that section. Always my favorite when the teacher says you're done, except when you're done for the whole day, right? All right, come to center, hands to hips, relax your shoulders. Inhale, right heel off the mat or right knee lifts. That's up to you. Take it into an external rotation, and we'll do the same thing. Just a few rotations. Inhale, draw your right knee up. Exhale it down. If you have your heel on the ground, you're just making smaller circles like I'm demoing here. That is up to you. Use your walls, use your furniture. If you have a big dog, place your hand on. Dogs are usually pretty sturdy if they're bigger or larger. Really focus on your left glute, your left quad, working, standing tall through the body. One more rotation. Exhale through the nose, right foot comes down seamlessly into the second side. Again, notice I'm demoing with the toes down, as big of a circle as you can, or you're creating that larger rotation. Really feel this as almost a sit-up, a crunch in your abdominals. Long, calming breath. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Give me one more. Release, shake it out. Really, really nice. Coming into the front of your mat, a nice cleansing vinyasa. We're coming into the latter part of our class. Inhale, circle the arms. Y'all know I get excited about that. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arch a halfway lift. Exhale, palms to mat. Step or hop, find plank pose. From plank, exhale, chaturanga, or just bring your knees to the mat. And then inhale, up dog or cobra. Draw your hip points toward your wrists. And then slowly look over your right shoulder. Breathe as you relax your left shoulder down and back. Inhale across center. And then exhale, look over your left shoulder. Glide your right shoulder down and back. Beautiful. Inhale, come center. And then exhale, friends, tuck your toes. Come right back into down dog. So good. So necessary. Take some time, walk your dog, sway your hips, whatever. Organic movement feels good for your body. Hopefully, being mindful. But I'm here to remind you, use your fingertips as much as you can along with the heels of your hands. That is a game changer in wrist pain, in arthritis, in carpal tunnel as you continue your yoga practice. And then inhale, lift your heels to the sky, press your belly to the thighs, breathe in, and hold the breath in at the top. A big sigh through the mouth, heels lower. Knees to your mat. And then slowly bring your legs around. Friends, you've almost made it. Grab your blanket, your eye pillow, anything you'll be using for your practice. Remember, your blocks can also be used under your knees when you lie back to help support your low back. That is just something that came to mind, and I wanted to share it with you. All right, now from here, bring your knees to a bend and simply inhale your knees toward your shoulders. So nice wide stance through the legs, circle your ankles, wiggle the jaw, broaden your heart space. And just take a moment and sway your knees from side to side, massage your low back. Continue to bring your knees toward your underarms, toward your shoulders to create that stretch through the hamstring attachment, low back and glutes. And then find happy baby as you come to center. Slide your hands behind your hamstrings to your shins or to the arches of your feet. And then slowly find your center or moving slowly side to side to the rhythm of your breath. Knees heavier toward the earth with each passing out breath. Just noticing that sense of ease, kindness, and compassion coming over the body as you massage your low back into the earth. And then slowly release your happy baby. Bring your feet down about hips distance. And then your arms, friends, will just slide down to the mat at your sides. Press firmly through the forearms, the palms, the elbows, and then just start to peel your spine off the mat, lifting your low spine, the thoracic spine, all the way up. Send your knees toward your toes. That's going to help you lengthen the front of your body. Just a simple bridge pose. Feel free to clasp your palms or take any other variations of this posture. We'll just be holding for a few more breaths. Engage your glutes. Breathe into your hip flexors. And then slowly, from the top of the spine all the way to the bottom, start to slowly lower down. Once your spine is safely on the mat, take your feet wide on your mat and then windshield wiper the knees from side to side. And friends, if you can, take your arms into a cactus shape. Press your fingernails, your forearms into the mat. Glue your shoulder blades heavily into the earth. And enjoy the stretch. You might even slowly hold your legs on one side and then another. Breathe into your outer hips. Breathe into your obliques. Breathe into the chest and shoulders. Excellent. And we'll come into a twist on each side before our meditation. So draw your knees into the chest. You can slowly drift your legs over to the left side. If you want a more intense twist, cross your right leg over the left leg and then drift your legs to the left side. Your left palm can rest on the outer right leg. Right arm reaches far from the body, just staying for a few breaths here. Breathe in through the nose and out through the nose, finding the opportunity to completely Let go through the body physically and surrendering to gravity. One more breath. Breathing out. Slowly come back to center. Unravel the legs if they are intertwined. Bring your knees back to the chest and then slowly drift your legs over to the right side or cross the left leg over the right leg. Once or twice, and then find your twist. Legs over to the right side. Left arm reaches far from the body. Deep breath in. Deep breath out through the nose. Soften into the twist. Last breath here. Full surrender of your physical body. And release. Slowly come back to center. Inhale, bring your nose to your knees. Hold the breath in at the top of your inhale. One more sip of air in. And release. Extend your limbs long. Take up space on your mat. Allow your natural breath to return. You can do meditation seated. You could stay lying down. Cover your eyes if you have a small towel or eye pillow. Letting your lips separate and just coming into rest. You'll hear silence for a few moments. And then my voice will enter back in for our meditation. Breathing into your body. Breathing deeply. Breathing fully. Taking a moment to really sense your body in this space with this breath and in this moment. And today, just centering on the idea of our breath being a way to transmit love, love within, love outside our bodies, into the space where you reside. And so as you take your next inhalation, just like you would suck it up through a straw, fill into your heart space, breathing in love, filling up to capacity all the love your heart has to give. And as you breathe out, allowing that out breath to send the love to your organs, to every cell, every bone and muscle in your body, through the toes, the crown of the head, your ribs, tips of your fingers, elbows, belly and back. Inhale, breathing in, generating more love from the heart, bringing it up, up, up into the highest capacity in your heart. And as you breathe out, let it spread within. Feel the warmth of the love between your fingers and toes, behind your kneecap, at the roof of your mouth, behind your eyes. And again, breathing into the heart, noticing the infinite source of love that you have within. And once you're full, exhaling, infiltrating that love through the wrists, the knuckles, the fingers, the toes, your cuticles, toenails, fingernails, between your teeth. Inhaling, breathing into vast, deep valley of love within, into the heart space. And sending it out now. The body is full. Send it out to the room you're in, to the people in your space, your neighborhood. Breathing in, breathing into the heart, generating even more love than you thought possible. And releasing it now to the homes of your neighbors, neighboring streets, your entire community. Breathing in love. And breathing out love. Notice how it feels in your breath and your body. Breathing in that fullest capacity of love and sending it back out as you release your breath. Don't wait. Life goes faster than you think. Coming back to your natural breath. Notice changes in your body, your breath, temperature, energy shifts, your mood. Start to wiggle your toes and fingers. Open and close the jaw. And then inhale. Reach your arms overhead. Stretch your body long. Point your toes. And with a sigh, hug your knees into your chest one last time. Sway from side to side, massage your low back. And then roll to one side. You can use your arm as a pillow. And then when you're ready, joining me in seated, bringing your palms to center. As we come to end January and coming into the month of love, February, I wish for you to cultivate a sense of peace and love within before we can spread that joy and kindness elsewhere. Friends, I'll miss you next week. I'll be thinking about you. I wish you all well, and I can't wait to see you a week from Tuesday. Namaste. Thank you so much. Thanks again, friends, and I hope you spread the love. Thank you so much. Take care.